Today I have a long anticipated wig to review for you. This is Belle Tress Santa Monica in the color Macadamia Latte R. I have been waiting for this color to come back in stock so that I could review it and the style as well, and I can't wait to tell you about this wig. But I have some challenges with it, and we're going to discuss those because you will face the challenges that I'm facing if you are into stick straight bobs, especially from Belle Tress. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm partnering with name brand wigs to bring you this review. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this wig to come back in stock in this color because I knew that I was going to love this color. So I'm really excited to be able to tell you about this style and this color. I do cover color toward the end. I timestamp all of the major segments so you can skip ahead if all you care about is the color. I show it inside and outside. Name Brand Wigs is a great online retailer. They have all the major name brands. I'll put a link in the description box below with a coupon code that will save you 30% off this and all Belle Tress wigs. Let's take a look. Untucked. Let's just have it. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. I'm going to start this video out with my challenge because my goal is to tell you everything I can. I will share the good, the bad, benefits, cons, all of the information that I can think of, and I would rather share more than you need to know versus less because I know how hard this journey is and I want you to be successful. I'd rather you make a decision that a wig isn't for you than to overhype something and then have you be disappointed. This wig is really bad face flopper, like really, really bad. The part does not want to settle in any specific way, which when I first put this on was making it really, really hard for me to even imagine how I could review it. Some of these fibers in the front do not know where they want to go, but that isn't uncommon with all one length straight bobs. Belle Tress really has a lot of this going on in their straight bobs, but other brands, I've seen this with other brands as well. I actually have a video using 𝘸𝘢𝘢 by Belle Tress to fix all of this because 𝘸𝘠𝘢 was similar. And I will link that video in the description box below. I don't want you to hear me say this is a bad wig. I'm not discouraging you from buying this wig because everything else about this wig is incredible. But it's really common for wigs to come out of the box needing a little help, needing a little heat, needing a little plucking. There's lots of things you can do to make a wig your own, and I think you should be comfortable doing that. And I've heard the comments that these wigs are so expensive, they should be perfect out of the box. But that's really impossible because I love a lot of lift in my wigs. I would be adding lift all throughout the part line on this piece, but you might not like that. So they can't make a wig perfect for every person. I do wish companies would work a little bit harder on the flopping, but it's so easy to remedy. Make sure you check out that video below. And what I'm dealing with on this wig, I dealt with on 𝘸𝘠𝘢. I fixed her up and she was perfect after that. So don't be discouraged and just know that things like this can happen. Okay, let me tell you about this one. Now that I've told you the challenge that I'm having, and you'll see it as I'm talking about it, easy to fix. Easy, easy. So this beauty, she really is a beauty, has a lace front, and Belle Tress's lace fronts have just gotten better and better and better over the years. Look at that great lace front. So realistic. When I first started wearing wigs, I actually didn't really like Belle Tress lace fronts. I thought nearly all the other brands had better lace fronts than Belle Tress. This was over 6.5 years ago. Now, Belle Tress is a go-to. I love what they've done. I've loved their lace fronts. I love that they have low density pieces, no Permatease. Usually Belle Tress wigs do not have any Permatease. So if you don't like Permatease, Belle Tress is a great brand to consider. And with the lace front, we do have a left mono part. So left on the left side of your head going over to the right, that's a mono part. So you are limited to parting it in that space, and it's not terribly wide, but the lace is extended, so it goes ear to ear. There will be no transition line at the temple. We've got an extended nape, Velcro adjuster. Belle Tress used to be known as a wig that ran more average large. This was my go-to recommendation, this brand, when I would have a wig sister reach out and ask me, they have a little bit larger head measurements. I'm gonna cough, I'm sorry. I have a cold, I'm really sorry. And they have a little bit larger head measurements, and what do I recommend? And Belle Tress was always a brand that I recommended. With the City collection, it's not as true. I am getting extra cap, and I did have to cinch this all the way in. But I have an average petite head. All of my measurements are in the description box below. And so therefore, I think this newish line, it's been around for a little while, runs more true to average than their City collection did. So while this is big on me, I wouldn't consider this, seriously you guys, these front fibers, I wouldn't consider this average large, more true to average. Speaking of fibers, Belle Tress wigs are made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers, all of them. So the whole entire brand is a heat-friendly brand, and so these are made with heat-friendly fibers. I will be honest with you, I love their fibers. I've always loved their fibers. Even back when I was afraid of heat-friendly fibers, the few Belle Tress wigs I got brave enough to try, I loved their fibers. They are silky, they are smooth, and on a length like this, I would not worry about any additional challenges or care. You might have heard that heat-friendly fibers are a little bit challenging to care for, only on longer lengths because it's friction that's hard on them. On a length that isn't going to be rubbing on your clothing constantly, it's not any different, in my opinion, than regular synthetic from a care standpoint. And straight is also so easy, because if you were to get a little frizzy and fraying on the ends, let's say you would wear this with scarves and turtlenecks and things that come up higher, just a little bit of heat with a hot air brush will smooth that out. I actually have a video showing how to do that with a bob from another brand. So overall, I will gravitate toward heat-friendly wigs every single time if I have my choice between heat-friendly and synthetic. On shorter lengths, for sure. And what I love is that they're not shiny. Sometimes regular synthetic can have a shine to it that can be bothersome to some wig wearers. I don't find that shine on heat-friendly wigs. So you have a wig that feels great, that looks great, and is so realistic because they do such a great job with the density and the lace front. So aside from the face flopping, which is so easy to remedy, I don't have any complaints. I think this wig is great. And we made it to color. Macadamia Latte R. The R in the Belle Tress line means rooted, but look at how subtle that root is, you guys. Seriously, Belle Tress has also done a phenomenal job with their rooting. So natural. And they do take these highlights all the way up to the root. So it almost doesn't look like a root. Beautiful color. So we've got a medium brown root, which honestly, it's almost like a medium light brown. It's not very dark at all. And then that color kind of fades into like a light auburn. We've got a little bit of platinum highlighting, some honey blonde highlights. So it's almost like that root is the base color that they have sort of foiled over so that you've got all of these highlights, auburn, platinum, honey blonde over maybe a little bit of a kind of a light to medium brown base. It's beautiful. It looks like an expensive hair color. It really does. It's so gorgeous. I would consider this to give the overall feeling of a dark blonde, like a light brown, dark blonde, heavily highlighted. The auburn is subtle. It's certainly not the star of the show on this color. So while the description does say there's some light auburn on here, it's very subtle. And some of the blonde is actually a little more ashy. So we've kind of got a combination of warm and ashy. So it's not overly warm. It's not yellow or anything like that. It's gorgeous. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Sometimes the camera looks at the color better when I'm out of the frame. Yeah. Once I fix her up, she's going to be stunning. Check out that video below. Maybe I'll film fixing this one up because it's been a while since I've filmed that. So stay tuned for that. See you guys soon. Right here is this beautiful color. I just pulled her out of the box. And I am so excited to see this color. Macadamia Latte. You know, when it blows, it's hard. There you go.